The advantages of beekeeping is you can start with what you have. The church where I go to, we are taught to upgrade our rural areas. That's why I follow you a lot. So this is what we are doing to keep our place green. Our bees, they come to forage from here.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, they forage from here.
You know, you said something that is very important. A 13-year-old can actually end up killing a tree that is 113 or 15.
There is a tree here in this premise which dated in 1834.
1834.
It's called the flag tree. The British raised the flag in here for the first time. It's called the flag tree. It's still standing.
What's the history behind this tree?
This tree is more than 100 years old.
More than 100 years?
Yes, it's called the flag tree. So they raised the British flag here in 1834.
Oh.
1834, and it's still standing. So by the time which we say, please keep our trees, we will be talking of something like this. This is a tree which is very old. It's a generational tree. This place is near our modern day state house.
Here in Blawayo?
Yes, it's just next door.
Who built the state house?
It was built in Cecil John Rhodes' time.
So it was Cecil John Rhodes?
No, he built it for King Lobengula.
King Lobengula?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So Lobengula used to stay just some few minutes from here?
Yes, and this place had the first bottle store. Had the first post office.
Oh, okay.
So we are keeping the area green.
Yeah, I've noticed.
So
over there,
that's the first post office in Blawayo.
Look at this, guys. I mean, we're talking about the history of a big city, a beautiful city that you see today, and it started here. This
place, we are preserving it the same way we are encouraging people to preserve the environment.
Yes.
So we don't cut down trees here. We don't encourage people to cut down trees. Oh. So now it's time for us to go to the bees. Bee clothes, they should not be in a black mainly.
They should not be in black?
Mainly because I know the
protective clothes.
Yes.
Why?
Bees, they don't like mammals. So yes, they don't like most of their enemies, like a honey badger, they are black.
Honey badger,
yeah, they are black. So you don't have to be black, and you don't have to be smelling sweat, a lot of sweat. They can mistake you for a mammal, and then it will be a serious problem. Then there's things like this one. It's a hive B2, small hive B2. You see, it's being attacked by a bee. You see?
Yeah.
You can come here. It was being attacked by. Yeah, you see?
It's being attacked.
It's an intruder. It's a pest.
So they know that this doesn't.
Yes, you see, every bee is actually attacking it. So this one now, it has got a hard shell and it's small. It can easily maneuver. So what you do as a beekeeper, if there are many of these ones eat honey. If there are many of these, you do what we call rehiving. You come and you shake your bees out. The other thing which we need to talk about is bees are very important. They are actually the most important living organisms on planet because they pollinate. They are the major pollinators of the food which we eat. So if we kill bees, we won't save all the bees. We won't survive 4 years, the whole world.
I wanted to ask, do I need a license to do beekeeping?
Beekeeping, bees, they are livestock. So you like chickens. You don't need a license to keep chickens. But bees, they have got an act in the Constitution. There's an act which is called the Bees Act. It stipulates how you keep bees and the areas which are permitted to keep bees according to law. Yes. So you don't need a license, but you need to have information. So if you come here, we teach you the regulations. Yes.
It seems like you have noticed that beekeeping, it can be something that is lucrative if you do it well.
It's a very, very big industry on its own. So beekeeping is a very big industry. Let's start from here. It's a very, very big industry. A lot of people think of honey if we talk of beekeeping, but it's a very big industry. You can do that side alone, making hives, and you are in the value chain of beekeeping. You can be making hives only, and you survive by that. You can, so that's a carpenter also. Then you can also make being a beekeeper yourself. You can keep bees using these boxes. So we are running with mainly 2 types of hives here.
Okay.
This is the most common one. It's called the Kenyan top bar hive.
What?
Kenyan top bar hive.
So it's from Kenya?
KTB. Yes, it was introduced in a university somewhere in Europe, but they were studying using Kenya. So, but a lot of people say it originated from Kenya. Beekeeping, I will show you as we go to the field. It utilizes an arable land, like mountains, hills. You can use it. You can use them by doing beekeeping. Okay. You see.
So you're actually saying that I can only make hives and survive a business out of it.
It's actually a business on its own. You can also keep bees and sell honey and its byproducts. It's also a business on its own. You can process honey, be a honey processor. It's a business on its own. So here,
this is the common one that we know.
Yes, here we will use this as a learning place for the types of hives which we have. So this is the back hive.
Okay.
The common one which you know. And that one is a basket hive, and we have got another basket hive.
Have you ever seen this one, Ngoma? Like this type? This type?
This is another basket hive.
So this is a hive. Look at that.
Some advantages of this one, the materials are free. You can just get your reeds and get it done.
Looks like a basket.
Yeah, it's a basket. This one, the advantage is also, it's a cheap. That one, it's also a basket. Then that is cow dung, which was used to.
You can actually use cow dung.
This one is also a cheap one. You can get it anywhere. This one, it doesn't last long.
It doesn't last long.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one, we are promoting deforestation. This is what we want people to know, that you can transit from this kind of hive going to the modern ones. So this one, you cut a bark of the tree and then the tree eventually dies. So you find out that there are trees which are more than 100 years old. And a 13-year-old person can kill that tree in 2 weeks. This one, you close it here, you don't have time to inspect. And bees will make the patterns which they want, because bees are mathematicians and they can construct their combs in any way. So the disadvantage of that one, you can't actually open and inspect. You just harvest. And when you're harvesting, you can disturb the breeding process of bees and their brood and everything. Thereby, you'll be disturbing the production. And also, it requires you to cut a tree. Yeah. And it doesn't last long. This one, same applies. It's also hollow.
You can't
inspect. And also, it's very fragile. When you're harvesting, you break it, you make another one. So, my greatest cry is there are a lot of people, especially here in Africa, who are promoting these practices. They go to our rural people there and teach them to use what they have, and tell them that this one is advantageous. You just use what you have and you work from there, but not telling people the actual truth. Those people who are funding those people, if you look at them, they will be standing. They do nothing else except frame hives, Langstroth. That's what they do in their countries. But here, our people will be paid money, and someone will say, I'm leading this association, and he's always staying in the hotel. He doesn't have even one bee hive or what. He'll be telling people, use this one. If animals break it, you can easily make another one. But do you know that if animals break this hive, if it's near people, it will be a disaster, because bees sting if they are disturbed. So I encourage people to get the correct information. I like what Uganda did. They made a curriculum for the whole nation, whereby everyone wants to teach beekeeping teaches the right thing.
Oh.
Yes, because anyone, bees can stay anywhere.
Yes.
Even you can take a bucket and put it, bees can stay. So someone can make any hive and sell you, bees will come in and you can harvest a little bit of honey. But honey has got its own ways of harvesting. You don't harvest everything.
Oh.
You see?
So which hives would you encourage people to use? Those ones?
Yes, we can use the KTB. KTB has advantage of if a lot of people want to eat combed honey with honeycombs. So you get it from here. Then if you want beeswax, this one produces a lot of wax.
So beeswax, is it not value addition?
It's a value addition. So if you want beeswax, you can use this one. This one, it doesn't give you wax, because what happens with this one, bees build their combs and they'll fill with honey. What you do, you uncap with an uncapping knife or uncapping tool.
Okay.
Then these pores will be opened.
Yeah.
Then you go to the thing which a lot of people are running away from. This thing, you need an extracting machine.
So people are running away from it?
Yes, they will say if you are using this one, you need an extractor.
Yeah.
So you put in your machine here, then you just spin around.
Like that?
Yes.
So when you spin like that, you'll be harvesting?
Yes, there is a honey gate this side.
Oh, like a tape?
Yes, you open, so you get liquid honey. So professional beekeepers, when they are talking of honey, they are talking of liquid honey. Honey is measured in kilograms, by the way.
Yeah.
But so if you hear a professional beekeeper telling you, I've got 30 kgs of honey, they are talking of liquid honey only. Oh. They are not talking of those residues. And we will show you in our, we have a demo place here of how you keep bees. So we'll show you when you go to the field how you keep bees according to the law. Because bees sting.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, bees they sting, but they are not our enemies. Here we've got a big land, vast land. So our bee sanctuary is a place where we rescue bees from the city and bring them here.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I see. Oh, that's good.
We rescue bees from the city. It's another business on its own. Yeah. So we rescue bees from the city and bring them here. When we bring them here, we have got people whom we train, even farmers. Some of them, they want bees already. So we can actually sell the bees, live bees. You get your training, you buy your bees, you go and continue with your project. Okay. No starting afresh.
I wanted to ask, is it time intensive? Does it require me to be there all the time?
Bees, we don't feed bees actually. Bees, we only feed them in winter if they are weak, to just keep them going, push through. But bees, they forage on their own. They look for their own food, and they don't have a neighborhood boundaries. Like here, they can fly anywhere. Our neighbors is the state house. Bees can go there, and no one will come and arrest us that your bees are coming to forage here. They just go anywhere. So
I can go.
You can go and put your hives there. Only what you need to do is inspecting. Okay. They need a little bit of inspections to see if they are doing well.
How many times per week?
And you don't need to open your hives regularly.
So you see, so I cannot. So probably I can go somewhere for 2 weeks and then come back.
No problem. Even you can even inspect after a month or two. But if you read in books, they will tell you inspect every week. But there are differences between European bees and African bees.
You see?
So if you do YouTube beekeeping, it might not apply here.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think that's a common thing. A lot of people, what they learn on the internet, most of it doesn't apply here in Africa.
Exactly.
Things are different.
Exactly.
That is why we are talking to people who are doing it in Africa.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Specifically in Zimbabwe, so that they can connect with you, and then they'll be told the exact things that apply here.
Exactly.
So I wanted to show you something here. On the rescue part.
The rescue part?
Yes.
Okay.
We have got, like I told you, bees are very important.
Yeah, very.
So in other countries, the regulations are you should not kill bees.
You should not kill bees.
Yes. So here you see it's a road.
Yeah, it's a road.
And this is a house.
Yes.
And there are bees in this tree.
Here?
Here you can see them. You see?
Yes, I see them over there.
Yeah, but this tree is not in that person's yard.
Yeah.
So it's a property of the city council.
Yes.
So our program as well is to partner with the city council so that they give us the permission
Yes.
to remove, because when it becomes hot, these bees will start stinging people when they pass here. So it will be a threat to the people and a threat to the bees.
Yeah.
You see someone try to bend to scare them away. So they will end up fumigating these bees. So this is what we want to run away from. For people to kill bees, we want to save the bees, and we want to also make sure that our communities are safe.
So right now we are going to the bee hive to avoid being stung. We are going to wear protective clothes. It's going to be an interesting experience.
So our yard stretches
from here to what?
There's a river there, and then there's a fence. Then the next yard is the state house.
Okay.
So here we are preserving our environment. You see, our trees are here. People, they are not cutting firewood.
Yeah, I've noticed.
We are keeping it as natural as possible. If you had come in a cooler hours of the day, you'll find guinea fowls and small other animals. They are here, and
they love the environment.
Yes, of course, the snakes.
Yeah.
We love them. They are part of us.
That part you mentioned the snakes. For me, I don't. Okay.
And the concept which is here is for you to utilize an arable land. You see, this is a hill lake.
Yeah, there's a lot of stones.
Yes, you can't farm on top of this thing. So, but you can keep bees in areas like this. That one it's a basket hive. That one is a basket hive. When they are strong, we can sell that box with the bees to someone else.
How much would that be?
Bees on their own, they cost around $30.
30?
Yes. Per colony.
Okay.
Yeah, $30 bees on their own. So when someone is taking with the box, it will be 85 or so, because the box on its own, that one, it costs around 55 or 60.
So it's not capital intensive starting beekeeping?
It's a very capital intensive. If you are doing it the proper way. Of course, beekeeping, you can start with what you have. You can start with a basket, but if you want to do it the proper way, it's a capital intensive, and it requires time. It's a labor intensive. You require many power to lift your hives if there are many. You require skills to know the bee colony. There are different types of bees inside the hive.
So for me, I would say it's labor intensive, capital intensive.
Yes.
But I don't think that is much time consuming in terms of
management.
Yeah, in terms of management, you don't have to be there like all the time.
Yes. You just come and inspect and go. Yes.
Okay.
To keep things like ants and other pests away.
So we don't need to remove the clothes, right?
Yes,
we only need to remove the shoes so that we can wear gumboots. We are wearing protective clothes so that we don't get stung. But I would have loved to see the reaction of Contact team of being stung. I wanted to see.
You need also to learn a proper use of a smoker. Okay. If you don't use it properly, you can burn the whole bush. Okay. Yes, so this is our smoking fuel. Our smoking fuel, we use pine leaves. Pine leaves, we use them because they hold fire for a long time. And also, only what you need to do is burn something organic. You don't need to burn plastics. You can use any leaves. As long as it's organic, it will be okay. We don't stand on their pathway. Then number two, you don't have to squash a bee or kill a bee. If you kill a bee, it produces a pheromone of attack. So if they decide to attack, they will attack, and the African honeybees can chase up to 200 meters or so. So you can come this side.
So there's a road.
So you see they are moving in almost one corner, you see.
Yes.
So the first thing you do is you smoke with your smoker here.
Okay.
Yeah. This is our hive too, the thing which we use to open.
Okay.
Yeah. So you open here, you smoke. You smoke them again.
Do you hear that sound?
Yes. You can come closer.
Wow.
Wow.
So there are a lot of bees in there.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, like, this one beehive.
Yes.
You said approximately with its bees it costs about $80 is it?
Yes, if it's a bottom part like this, not a complete hive.
What about a complete hive? How much does it cost?
A complete hive without bees, it's $100 this type. When you say complete, it's got a floor, brood box, queen excluder, then there's another box on top. The queen excluder, we removed the super. Yes.
So I wanted to ask you, like, what about the whole thing complete? How much does it cost?
It costs $100 from here, but they range from 80 to 100 and something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long can I keep a beehive with its bees?
It can last up to, this one can last up to 20 years or so.
20 years?
Yeah. The other thing which I forgot to tell you, bees only live for 6 weeks or 8. Yeah.
6 weeks?
Yes.
Only?
Yeah, so they require a lot of breeding for them to survive.
Okay.
So the queen bee is the only bee in the hive which lays eggs.
So if I am to do it big, if I want to do it big, how many beehives can I start with?
Big is determined by a person's ability and the way of thinking. Someone 5 hives is a lot to him. Someone 50 hives is a lot to him. So we are coming from winter. There will be nothing here because there are no flowers, as you can see.
Yes.
So they will be starting to build the combs and putting resources. So a honeycomb is used for rearing the young bees and also storing honey and pollen. Other resources, they are stored on a honeycomb. So this is nectar. This is honey, but which is not yet ripened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they are still making it.
So if I start beekeeping today, how long does it take for me to start making money from it?
I would say after a year or so. Yeah. So we are inspecting. They are now making honey. This is a honey, but it's not yet ripened for you to eat.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be closed when it's ripened. Then the yellow substance is called bee bread. It's made of pollen. That yellow substance from flowers, they come and put it there and mix it with honey and make bee bread. This is the food for the bees.
Okay.
If you expose the nest like this, they won't attack you. You see?
Yeah.
They will be busy consuming, and they will be busy counting themselves if they are still enough.
So bees count themselves?
Yes.
How?
They communicate. Bees. There's an article which I read which says bees have got friends. A bee has got its friends in the hive. I'm looking for a male bee and probably a queen here. These all bees which you see, these are female bees, but they don't lay eggs. They lay unfertilized eggs, which produces male bees. Male bees are drones. I'm looking for one here. I'll show you. There are few in a hive.
Oh.
Yeah. The responsibility of male bees is for mating with the queen.
Only.
And one only mates in the lifetime. And one mates, and after mating, it dies. So they are big. They come from this bigger.
Oh, so you know that these are males.
Yes.
They're way different from the
Yeah, they are bigger. If we get one, I'll show you. There are few. They are kicked out of the hive in winter.
Why?
So because they just there for mating with the queen, and only one mates.
Yeah.
If only one mates, it dies, and the queen will store the material for the rest of her life. So they will be useless now. So these ones which are being, they will be kept out in terms of drought. These ones which are being made, they are made in preparation of splitting. Splitting is a process whereby if they fill this box and I'm late to come here, they will divide into 2. They make another queen and go and start another hive somewhere. Yes. So you need to as a beekeeper, you don't need them to split. You come and manage, inspect like what we are doing. There will be also queen cells which they make if they are making another, if they want to make another queen.
So they can actually decide we are making another queen?
Yes. There's what is called honeybee democracy. It is used to when they are deciding to make another place.
Oh, look at that. There's democracy in bees.
Yes.
So how much does it cost?
This one, we sell our honey at $20 for this thing.
$20 this?
Yes, and this thing is $2.
This one is small one?
Yeah, we have a niche market, a very small market. That's not the ordinary price for everyone.
Okay.
Ours is a very small market. People who want actual honey. Because
okay,
I'll give you another. Because one thing which drives me too much is the amount of fake honey which is in the streets.
Oh, there's fakey.
Too much fake honey.
they just put sugar and
Yes,
play
they
around with
manufacture sugar. So I make sure that I differentiate my product from other people. That's why I don't pack in similar bottles. And my price is just to maintain a certain level of customers. But when we have more production, we'll reduce to the actual cost. It's just a way of making sure that honey goes to the rightful people. Because there are
This
people,
one tastes good.
yeah, there are people who are prescribed to take honey as a medication.
Yeah.
If you give them fake honey, they will get more sick. So when I'm selling the correct amount, correct thing, I price it high so that it doesn't look similar to other people.
It's quality.
And also here in Matebele land, we don't have a lot of flowers, so our production is slower, but the quality is different. If you go to Eastern Islands, you can harvest now and then, maybe 4 times a year, but here it's once a year. So we teach from the youngest to the oldest. But we are not a school like I told you. So to do that, I looked for services of a friend of mine. Unfortunately, he's not here. He's doing his PhD. He's almost a professor now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So his name is Mr. Makwanise. So he's the one who will be in charge of the education department.
All right.
Because he's learned, he knows to handle those. So I taught him beekeeping. I gave him the materials and the books to read. So now he's ready. When we start, he'll be taking care of that. I would like to thank all the people who have been ahead of me in this industry. Yeah, I don't take you for granted. I'm actually naturally intelligent, but I didn't train myself to become a beekeeper. I bought my first hive from someone who is in beekeeping in Bulawayo here. His name is Mr. Welcome Bila. I thank you so much. He sold me my first hive. My first bee suit, I bought it from Harare from a guy who is called Mr. Elenmo Chada. He's also a guru in beekeeping. My training, I got it from Hygro, Amara farmer. They invited a certain guy from South Africa. He taught us beekeeping and honey production, a small course. But of course, I've been keeping bees. Then my main thanks is to Mr. Brian Katerere. He's a guru in beekeeping. He's the one who told me the advantages of going big and the advantages of knowing bees. Also, thank you, my wife, for supporting me.